Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet. Delhi today witnessed a historic push in connectivity as Prime Minister Modi inaugurated two mega infrastructure projects, the Urban Extension Road 2 and the Dwarka Expressway. Together worth rupees 11,000 crore, these highways are being seen as game changers for the capital and the wider NCR. In fact, the UER-II, Delhi's so-called third ring road, runs 75 kilometers across the western edge of the city, expected to cut airport travel time from 2 hours to just 20 to 40 minutes, ease congestion on outer ring road and choke points like Mukarba Chowk, and even divert traffic and interstate traffic away from the city's core. The Dwarka Expressway, India's first elevated urban expressway, stretches nearly 19 kilometers in Delhi, linking Mahipalpur to Khedki, Dhaula in Gurugram, is designed to decongest NH48 between Delhi and Gurugram, offering faster, smoother access to the airport and commercial hubs, while also showcasing sustainable construction practices built with recycled waste and future-ready with provisions for electric mobility. Both projects are being described as symbols of a new modern Delhi. But the big question, will these roads truly solve Delhi's traffic nightmare or only shift the problem further out? We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the show is Mr. Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist. Mr. Alok Mehta, editorial director of the India News, is also with us on the show. Mr. Vivek Menon, urban planner, with us on the program as well. Last but not the least, Mr. Sudhir Krishna, former Secretary, Urban Development, also with us on the program. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Mr. Mehta, I'll begin with you. Well, we have seen Delhi traffic woes. When it rains, it literally pours in Delhi. The traffic comes to a halt. Distances which are less than 10 minutes take 2 to 3 hours. Though, there is a ring road, there is an outer ring road, and there are other arterial roads which have attempted to decongest Delhi and NCR in the past. But what do you think is going to be the game changer about, these projects which the Prime Minister has inaugurated?
In this whole region, NCR, the National Capital Region, and nearby the either UP or Haryana, Rajasthan, so much development is taking place, and that's why I think the urban development expressway, what you call it, certainly is 25 years people were waiting. Maybe not 25 years, 20 years, 5 years, 10 years, but it took so much time. One problem was there because of the land acquisition. I think our experts will also tell you better. But I feel still, because the discipline of the people also, they need people. Because when you go to even a small country like Thailand, or you go to New York, when I was there, both places, a number of places, in London also, you go somewhere, you find that which are the timings when the people travel, and at the time how they should be very disciplined also. Here the problem is society, or not only the government, but certainly these kind of infrastructure. When we think of when we are competing with China, Shanghai, you see, I have not recently visited, but earlier I visited. Shanghai is a miracle. They are competing with New York City. These kind of development India needs. But in India, you can't do land acquisition or some other development decision because we are not a communist country, and you decide, one person decide, and then it's finished. And then they have to take the land from the farmers or anywhere, industry or anywhere. Here the problem, number of problems were there. That's why the traffic problem which you are mentioning, Nitin Gadkari, maybe since long he is the transport minister, but you see what is happening in road communications. He tried his best, but road accidents, very, very serious problem, more worse than any all over the world. So that's why even this infrastructure, the more problem, because the expressway like in for Agra, Jaipur, and the accidents took place more. That's why I'm also worried with these infrastructure for the Indian citizen, for foreigners, the people coming from outside from the country, but they are Gurgaon, or they are going to airport, or Sonipat also developed a number of places because Delhi is so much crowded. And that's why I think this infrastructure was very necessary. And it's a welcome step that ultimately we will have a very good expressway. Because when we compete with the European countries, you go from Germany, you go to Austria, you go to Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, no problem, because people are limited also. Here, because the car industry, they also want maximum car. thank God to Rekha Gupta ji, she said, okay, this time court accepted this after 15 years. You need a second car. Otherwise, the number of everybody have 4 cars. The influential, the economy is such grooming. And one side we say, oh, poverty, poverty. Other side, people are having one family, there are 3 or 4 cars and they are traveling because the communication. With this also, I will suggest, because what we do in the United States or in other countries also, nearby the communication, the Delhi government announced this thing, but still there is serious problem for metros or for the buses and all. Then you have to take the car. Otherwise, you can't depend on the metros also. So we have to see this infrastructure, great development for India. We should proud, but I have not visited this road. But certainly there are a number of expressways. They are very good, competing with any other countries also. But we need some cooperation from the society, organizations, and industries too. How we can cooperate with the new infrastructure, the development. When you're thinking of the 2047 Viksit Bharat, but when we have more chaos, then it will be a very serious problem. So in Chiang Mai, a small town in Thailand, but you see the traffic in the evening, if you go, even if you go by this e-rickshaw type of thing, there will be a problem there. So these kind of situations will be there, but I think is a very great, at least one should give credit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his team, that at least we have a good infrastructure in the whole region. Number of metros also coming, then roads are also inside also, and now the more better, because in Rajasthan, Haryana and Delhi government also same rule states. At least it will help with the more coordination between those and awareness, I think. And then last point, we should have some strict rules for road transportation, because we have very loose. Maybe now they have increased this fine and everything, but it's a more chaotic. I think there should be a discipline for the citizen to save the roads and save the people who get injured or died in this very fast routes. When you go, you can reach at 30 minutes. Then they go by 80 years, 100 kilometers, and there is a problem.
Absolutely
Because
right, sir.
dog is coming